thus to rail on one that's neither known of thee nor knows thee?
Oh, what a brazen-faced varlet art thou, to deny thou know'st me? Is it 2 days ago since I beat thee, and tripped up thy heels before the king? Draw, you rogue, for though it be night, yet the moon shines. I'll make a sop of the moonshine of you. Draw, you whoreson, Cullen, barber-monger, draw!
Away! I have nothing to do with thee.
Draw, you rascal! You come with letters against the king, and take Vanity, the puppet's part, against the royalty of her father. Draw, you rogue, or I'll so carbonado your shanks. Draw, you rascal! Come your ways!
Help! Oh! Murder! Help!
Strike, you slave!
Oswald tries to escape.
Stand, rogue, stand! You neat slave, strike!
He beats him.
Help! Oh! Murder! Murder!
Enter Edmund, Cornwall, Regan, Gloucester, and servants.
How now? What's the matter?
With you, goodman boy, an you please. Come, I'll flesh you. Come on, young master.
Weapons, arms. What's the matter here?
Keep peace upon your lives. He dies that strikes again. What is the matter?
The messengers from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak.
I am scarce in breath, my lord.
No marvel. You have so bestirred your valor. You cowardly rascal. Nature disclaims in thee. A tailor made thee.
Thou art a strange fellow. A tailor make a man?
Aye, a tailor, sir. A stone cutter or a painter could not have made him so ill, though he had been but 2 hours at the trade.
To Oswald.
Speak yet. How grew your quarrel?
This ancient ruffian, sir, whose life I have spared at suit of his grey beard.
Thou whoreson Zed, thou unnecessary letter! My lord, if you'll give me leave, I will tread this unbolted villain into mortar, and daub the walls of a jakes with him. Spare my grey beard, you wagtail.
Peace, sirrah, you beastly knave. Know you no reverence?
Yes, sir, but anger hath a privilege.
Why art thou angry?
That such a knave as this should wear a sword, who wears no honesty. Such smiling rogues as these, like rats, oft bite the holy cords a-twain, which are too entrenched and loose, smooth every passion that in the natures of their lords rebel, bring oil to the fire, snow to their colder moods, renege, affirm, and turn their halcyon beaks with every gale and vary of their masters, knowing not, like dogs, but following. A plague upon your epileptic visage! Smile you my speeches, as if I were a fool? Goose, an I had you upon Sarum plain, I'd drive ye cackling home to Camelot.
What? Art thou mad, old fellow?
How fell you out? Say that.
No contraries hold more antipathy than I and such a knave.
Why dost thou call him knave? What is his fault?
His countenance likes me not.
No more, perchance, does mine, or his, or hers.
Sir, 'tis my preoccupation to be plain. I have seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder that I see before me at this instant.
This is some fellow, who, having been praised for bluntness, doth affect a saucy roughness, and constrains the garb quite from his nature. He cannot flatter. He, an honest mind and plain, he must speak truth, and they will take it so. If not, he's plain. These kinds of knaves, I know which in this plainness harbour more craft and more corrupter ends than 20 silly ducking observants that stretch their duties nicely.
Sir, in good faith, in sincere verity, under the allowance of your great aspect, whose influence like the wreath of radiant fire on flickering Phoebus's front.
What mean'st by this?
To go out of my dialect, which you discommend so much, I know, sir, I am no flatterer. He that beguiled you in a plain accent was a plain knave, which for my part I will not be, though I should win your displeasure to entreat me to it.
What was the offence you gave him?
I never gave him any. It pleased the king, his master, very late to strike at me upon his misconstruction, when he, compact and flattering his displeasure, tripped me behind, being down, insulted, railed, and put upon him such a deal of man, that worthied him, got praises of the king for him attempting who was self-subdued, and, in the fleshment of this dread exploit, drew on me here again.
None of these rogues and cowards, but Ajax is their fool.
Fetch forth the stocks. You stubborn ancient knave, you reverent braggart, we'll teach you.
Sir, I am too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent to you. You shall do small respect, show too bold malice against the grace and person of my master, stalking his messenger.
Fetch forth the stocks. As I have life and honour, there shall he sit till noon.
Till noon, till night, my lord, and all night too.
Why, madam, if I were your father's dog, you should not use me so.
Sir, being his knave, I will.
This is a fellow of the self-same colour our sister speaks of. Come, bring away the stocks.
Stocks brought out.
Let me beseech your grace not to do so. His fault is much, and the good king, his master, will check him for it. Your purposed low correction is such as basest and contemptedest wretches for pilferings and most common trespasses are punished with. The king must take it ill that he, so slightly valued in his messenger, should have him thus restrained.
I'll answer that.
My sister may receive it much more worse, to have a gentleman abused, assaulted for following her affairs. Put in his legs.
Kent is put in the stocks. Exeunt all but Gloucester and Kent.
I am sorry for thee, friend. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure, whose disposition all the world well knows, will not be rubbed nor stopped. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray, do not, sir. I have watched and travelled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out. The rest I'll whistle. A good man's fortune may grow out at heels. Give you good morrow.
The Duke's to blame in this. 'Twill be ill taken.
Exit.
Good king, that must approve the common saw. Thou out of heaven's benediction comest to the warm sun. Approach, thou beacon, to this under globe, that by thy comfortable beams I may peruse this letter. Nothing almost sees miracles but misery. I know 'tis from Cordelia, who hath most fortunately been informed of my obscured course, and shall find time, from this enormous state, seeking to give losses their remedies. All weary and overwatched, take vantage, heavy eyes, not to behold this shameful lodging. Fortune, good night. Smile once more. Turn thy wheel.
He sleeps. Scene 3. The open country. Enter Edgar.
I heard myself proclaimed, and by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt.